Students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So students, this is your mathematics class for class ninth. This is chapter 2, chapter name polynomial. This is solution of assignment 1. In this lecture, we will discuss all questions which I gave you in assignment 1. So students, start with first question. First question was, in your assignment, root 2 is a polynomial of degree. So we have to find the degree of root 2. They are multiple choice question. So root 2 is a constant polynomial, definitely, whose degree is 0. How its degree is 0? You know it very well that constant polynomial means root 2 x raised to the power 0. When we have a constant polynomial, then we have exponent like this. So the degree of this polynomial is 0. Answer 2. So in that second question, px is already given and we have to find the value of this polynomial at 2 root 2. So finding the value of 2 root 2 with this polynomial, we will replace variable with 2 root 2. So we will put the value of x which is 2 root 2. So replace here 2 root 2 whole square minus 2 root 2 x, put the value of x again 2 root 2 plus 1. Here 2 root 2 whole square means multiply by itself. So 2 root 2 multiply by 2 root 2 which is equal to 2 2s are 4 and then root multiply with root which is equal to 2. So 4 2s are 8. So 2 root 2 whole square is 8. When 2 root 2 is multiplied by 2 root 2 which is again like this, so it is also 8 plus 1. 8 cancel with 8 because they both are present with the opposite sign. So the answer is plus 1. So value of this polynomial at 2 root 2 is 1. Question number 2. Sorry, 3. Question number 3 was, if px is given x plus 3. So we have to find the value of px plus p minus x. If we want to find the sum of these two values, so first of all we have to find the value of these two polynomials. So first polynomial is here, px is x plus 3. Now we will want to find the value of p minus x. So we will replace here x with minus x. So replace x with minus x. So it is obvious we have to replace here also. X is replaced with minus x. So p minus x value is minus x plus 3. Now we will put both the values with addition. So px is x plus 3, p minus x is minus x plus 3. X cancel out with each other. 3 plus 3 is 6. This is your question number 3rd. Question number 4th was, 0 of the polynomial px which is equal to 2x plus 5 is. So we have to find the 0 of this polynomial. For finding the 0 of polynomial, if students you remember about your exercise 2.2, I taught you how we will find the 0 of any given polynomial. So first of all, for finding the zeros, we have to put the polynomial equal to 0. So 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to minus 5. Minus 5, why? Because we have to shift this number from this side to the another side, then sign will be changed. Here 2 is present in the multiplication. When we will shift to the other side, it will be present in the division. So what is the 0 of the polynomial? Minus 5 upon 2. If you want to cross check your answer, then you put this number in this given polynomial. If it gives us as 0 result, then it is the correct 0 of this polynomial. This is the verification method. So student, next question was question number 5th. Question number 5th, if x raised to the power 51 plus 51 is divided by x plus 1, then the remainder is, it means we have to find the remainder of this question. So if we will go with long division method, then it is very long question, but in our question it is not mentioned about any method. So it's our choice to choose any method. So we will go with the factor theorem. So in factor theorem, first of all we will took the second polynomial which is equal to gx, and then we will put the gx is equal to 0 and find the value of x which is equal to minus 1. Now we will find the value of this polynomial px at minus 1. You know it very well how we will find the value. Px is equal to x raised to the power 51 plus 51. Then we will replace x with minus 1 on both sides. Minus 1 raised to the power 51 means when we will go a negative number with multiply up to odd numbers, then they will give us result as negative. If we have any positive even number here, then it gives positive 1. If we have an odd number here, then it gives us negative. So it is minus 1 plus 51 which is equal to 50. This is your answer. Next question is question number 6. Question number 6 was, if x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial, it is given that x plus 1 is a factor of polynomial, this polynomial, then find the value of k. If x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial, so definitely the value of x from here, it give us result or remainder as equal to 0. So we will find the value of x first here. So x is minus 1. When we will replace it with the variable, it will give us as 0. So p minus 1 is equal to 0 because it is given it is a factor. So we will replace variable with minus 1. So p minus 1 is equal to 0. 2 minus 1 raised to the power whole square is 2. Multiply plus minus minus k. When we will shift this number to the other side, it will be positive. So k is equal to 2. So the value of the k is 2. Next question was the value of this is, we have to find the value of this. So we have two numbers with whole square with negative sign. We know our identity which is equal to a square minus b square is equal a minus b, a plus b. So we will only replace the value of a with 249 and the value of b with 248. So we will replace the values and then we will solve it, multiply them, then we will get our answer. So students, after getting this answer, we will start another question. Next question, question number 8. Question number 8 was, if x upon y plus y upon x is minus 1, then find the value of x cube minus y cube. So this is given to us. We have to find the value of this. So first of all, we have to take LCM for solving this statement. So we will take LCM as xy, then it is, after taking LCM, they will be multiplied with each other, cross multiply, it is x square, it is y square which is equal to 1. Then we will shift to the another side. Here it is present in division, then here it is in multiplication, that it is minus xy. So the value of x square plus y square is minus xy. X cube minus y cube is equal to, you know identity. Yes, definitely you can learn it and you have to learn it. X cube minus y cube is x minus y, second bracket, x square plus xy plus y square. So this is your identity. Now we will put the values. We know x square plus y square value. So we will take them together. X minus y, x square plus y square plus xy. We will put the value of this which is minus xy. X minus y minus xy plus xy. It gives us 0 because they will cancel out each other. They are equal with opposite sign. They are equal with opposite sign. So now x minus y is multiplied with 0, then it is also a 0. So the value of x cube minus y cube is 0. This is your 8th question. Next question, question number 9th. Question number 9th was 49x square minus b which is equal to 7x plus 1 by 2, second bracket, 7x minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. It means a plus b, a minus b. So identity which is equal to a square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b. So students, in this question we have to find the value of b. First of all, we have to change this question in the form of identity. So we have to change these two numbers as a whole square. So it is 7x whole square. We can write b as root b whole square and then we will compare it. B square and b here. It means b is equal to the value of b. Here b and here b. We will replace this square with this number. So root b is equal to half of b square. Now we have to remove this root from here. We have only one method. We have to take square root on both sides. Square root cancel this root. So now b is equal to half of square. So b is equal to 1 upon 4. You know it very well when we have a number like this. So we have to open this power like this. It means 1 raised to, it is the laws of exponent. 1 raised to the power x square, 2 raised to the power x square, 1 is equal to 1 and 2 raised to the power square is 4. So the value of b is 1 upon 4. Some of the student will get confused in this step. Students, please pay attention. If we have identity b square here and here we have the value of b, it means b is equal to b. B square is not equal to b. So we will put the value of b is equal to b. We will remove this square. So root b is equal to half of the value of b from here. Next question is question number 10. Question number 10 was, if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal. So we know a cube plus b cube plus c cube is only present in 8th identity. So the 8th identity is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, which is equal to a plus b plus c, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus c. Now we will put the value which is given to us, a plus b plus c is equal to 0. If we will put 0 here, then it is multiplied with this bracket. It give us 0. Now we will shift this negative number to the other side, then it become positive. So the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube is 3abc. Now question number 11. Very short answers. Question number 11 is this. Question number 11 is, we have to give a reason or we have to tell that this number is a polynomial or not. So we have to solve it. So first of all, we have to solve this denominator. Root x means x raised to the power half. So we will move this number to the numerator. We know it very well. When we have same base with different power and the division is there, then power will be subtract from each other. So x square plus 4 multiply by x raised to the power 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Then we will take LCM. After LCM, it become like this. So yes, it is a polynomial because we know it very well. Polynomial is an algebraic expression in which all powers should be present as a whole number with no negative number, no rational number, no exponents are allowed. Question number 12. Question number 12 was, write the coefficient of x square in the expansion. We have a expansion like this. Some of the student always think that when we will open this bracket, it is very long question. We have to give the answer because x square is not present here. So the coefficient of x square is 0. Beta, you have to give your answer after open this square. So we know it very well that a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So a square plus b square minus 2ab is x square plus 4 minus 4x. So what is the coefficient of x square? Coefficient of x square is 1. Now question number 13. Question number 13 was, find the value of px is 4x square minus 5x plus 9. We have to find the value of this polynomial at what value? Half. 1 upon 2. So this is our polynomial. We have to find the value of this polynomial at this number. So students, we have to replace the value of x here, p half, which is equal to 4. We will replace the value of half. And after solving this question, after addition, subtraction, and then taking LCM, we will get our answer. So it is 15 upon 2. Now next question number 14. Question number 14 was, give one example of each. A binomial of degree 27, a trinomial of degree 73. So students, example of a binomial of degree 27. Binomial means two terms. So we will take two terms and the degree 27 means the highest power of the variable is 27. So this is an example. You can also write a different example. Second part was a trinomial of degree 73. A trinomial means three terms, one, second and third. Three terms are there. So students, the degree of the trinomial is 73. So the highest power of the polynomial is 73. 15th question was, how many zeros does cubic polynomial has? A cubic polynomial has 3 zeros. We know it very well. When the degree of the polynomial is 3, so the 3 zeros are possible, and the cubic polynomial has 3 zeros because of degree 3. Now section C, short answer questions. Question number 16, find the zeros of polynomial in each case. First, px is equal to 2x plus 7. So students, for finding the zeros, we have to put px equal to 0. So we will put 2x plus 7 equal to 0. Now we will shift this x 7 to the other side. It become minus 7. Then 2 is present in multiplication. Now it is in division. So student, this is the 0 of this polynomial. Second part is px is equals to 3 minus 6x. So finding the 0, we have to put px equal to 0. So minus 6x is equals to minus 3. Minus cancel with minus. So x is equals to 3 upon 6, which is equal to 1 upon 2. Now next question is question number 17. Question number 17 was, find the value of m so that 2x minus 1 is a factor of 8x4 plus 4x cube minus 16x square plus 10x plus n. So students, this is your solution. If it is already given that it is final 2x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. If 2x plus 1 is a factor, then definitely the value of x from this factor will give us result as 0. So 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. The value of x is 1 upon 2. So definitely p 1 upon 2 is equal to 0. So we will put the value of x in this polynomial. P 1 upon 2, replace x with half in each and every part of the question. So after putting the value, we will solve the whole square, whole cubes, and after cancellation the number, after taking the LCM, it become m is equal to minus 2. So the value of m is minus 2. Question number 18 was factorize. It has 4 parts. In each and every part, we have to factorize the given polynomial. So students, first part of question number 18. We have to factorize 2x square minus 7x plus 15. It is clearly visible that we have to factorize this number with middle term splitting. So what was the rule of middle term splitting? We have to multiply the number of whole square coefficient, x square coefficient, and the constant number with sign. So we have to multiply these two numbers. So plus 2 and minus 15, it is minus 30. So and then we have a middle one number. We have to take two numbers such as the product of those number is minus 30, and the sum or the difference of those two numbers will be minus 7. So I took minus 10 plus 3. If we will multiply these two numbers, we will get minus 30. When we will add these two numbers, we will get minus 7. So students, we will replace 10 or 3, 2x square minus 10x plus 3x. When we will solve these two numbers, it give us minus 7x and minus 15. Then we will take 2x as common from these two terms, plus 3 from these two terms. Now they both are same. It means we are doing correct. So now we will take x minus 5 as common. The remaining part is 2x, and from here, which is plus 3. So these two are the factor of this polynomial. It is clearly visible because the degree of this polynomial is 2. So the maximum number of the zeros are 2. Factors are 2. Second part is this. We have to factorize. So it is clearly visible that one square is there and one square is there. It means something whole square identity is there. So we have to try to solve it. It is 3y whole square. It is 11z whole square. If we are correct, then it may be a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Because of this negative sign, it is clear that it is a minus b whole square. According to the question, we have a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So a square b square are there, and minus 2 into a and into b. If we took them as correct, then it should be equal to this. Now we will check and multiply that they both are equal to each other. Yes, they are equal to each other. Now we will close our bracket. If we have this part, then we have to write like this. So a minus b whole square. So 3y minus 11 whole square. Now the question is we have to factorize. So it is 3y minus 11z and 3y minus 11z whole square means multiply by itself. These two are the factor of this given expression. Now third part is 9x square plus 4y square plus 16z square plus 2xy 12xy minus 16yz minus 24xz. Now from this question, 3 terms are present in whole square and 3 terms are present with 2 variables. So it is clearly visible in this we have to apply the identity a plus b plus c whole square, which is equal to the same pattern. So we will change them as whole square. It is 3x whole square, it is 2y whole square, it is 4z whole square. Now some of the students are thinking that why ma'am took this minus sign here. So students, I already explained this thing in your lecture. Let me explain, give me 2 seconds. So students, now we have to change this number according to 2ab. So it is 2 into a into b. Now this number is also plus 2bc plus, but we have minus here. So 2ab is okay, but what about this minus? It means one number is negative here. So, and in the next term negative sign is also there. So what is common? Z is common in both sides. So definitely Z is a negative number. So we will put negative sign here. When we will solve the whole square of minus 4z, then definitely it become plus 16z square. So we will replace the all values and we know the identity. Now we will close this identity, which is a plus b plus c whole square. C is minus 4z whole square. So students, you are paying attention or not? We have to write identity in each and every question which we are using on that question. So students, next and the last part of this question, part number 4th, 1 minus 64aq minus 12a plus 48a square. So students, we have to factorize this number. So 1 cube is there, 1 square is there. So definitely it is a minus b whole square because minus sign is also there. A cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So we will change them whole cube, a cube. It is 4a whole cube minus 3a square means 1 square into b. B means 4a plus 3 into 1 into 4a whole square. Now we will solve these two squares also and check the multiplication of this number is equal to this or not. Yes, they are equal to each other. Now we will close the identity, which is a minus b whole cube. A is this, b is this. Now what about factors? It is 1 minus 4a, 1 minus 4a and it is 1 minus 4a because whole cube means number multiplied by itself 2 times. So students, this is your 19th question. So 19th question was in your assignment. Expand. We have to expand the identities. We have 2 parts in this question. First part is minus x plus 2y plus minus 3z whole square. So we have to expand this given expression. So whole square, we have only one identity, a plus b plus c whole square. We know the identity. We will open this identity. We have to replace a with minus x. We have to replace b with 2y. We have to replace c with minus 3z. So we will replace in all these 3 sections and pay attention here and multiply them with most of your time very concentrated. Otherwise you will do a mistake. So student, this is your answer for first part. after multiplication. Second part is 3a minus 2b whole cube, which is a minus b whole cube. We know the identity very well. We have to replace a with 3a and b with 2b. So a with 3a, b with 2b in all places. So we will get our answer. Question number 20 was factorize. Question number 20 was factorize. We have to factorize two parts, first and second. So the first part is a cube minus 2 root 2 b cube. We have to factorize it. It means we have to change this number, change this polynomial into 2 or 3 different factors. So students, we have to a cube minus b cube. You remember about the identity. A cube minus b cube is a minus b, second bracket a square plus ab plus b square. We will change it in them as whole cube, a whole cube, 2 root 2 whole cube. We have to change 2 root 2 into 3 parts. So it is root 2 and root 2, because when we multiply this root 2, it becomes 2 and 2 root 2. So root 2 is present 3 times. So it is root 2 b whole cube. So students, we will replace the value of a with a and b with root 2. A minus root 2, b, a square plus a, the value of b is root 2b, and then root 2b whole square. Then it becomes a square plus root 2ab plus 2b square. Second part of question number 20 was this: a cube minus 8b cube minus 64c cube minus 24ab. So students, we have to factorize this number. So definitely it is clearly visible. We have 3 cubes. So definitely 8th identity will be applied here. So we have to change as whole cube. Again, minus sign is there. In question, we have only positive signs. See, here we have positive. So we will take this minus sign inside the bracket. And then we will replace the value a with a, b with minus 2b, c with minus 4c. And then we will get our answer. So students, question number 21 was: if polynomial this and second polynomial this leave the same remainder when divided by z minus 3, then find the value of a. It means he wants to say, if we will divide these two polynomial with z minus 3, they will give the same remainder, and we have to find the value of a, which is present in both polynomials. So students, we will go with the long division method. You can go with the factor method also, but in this question it is clearly visible mentioned that same remainder when divides by z minus 3. So we will go with the long division method. Z minus 3. First of all, we want a z cube. So by what number we should multiply z to getting a z cube? Then we will multiply it with a z square. So multiply a z square, give us a z cube. Minus 3 multiply with it, then minus 3 a z square. Second step is sign change. Plus change into the minus, minus change into the plus. So students, it will cancel out each other. Plus plus plus. 4, 3a present inside the bracket. We will take z square as common. The remaining question, now we want this number. So we have to multiply 4 plus 3a and z with this z. It will give us answer. After solving this question with the long division method, we will get our answer, which is 41 plus 27a. This is our remainder. After this, we will divide the second polynomial with z minus 3. We will divide this question with the long division method with z minus 3. And after this, we will get our remainder as a plus 15. According to question, they both remainder are equal to each other. So definitely we will put them equal to each other. So a plus 15 is equal to 41 plus 27a. We will shift constant number on one side and the variable numbers are on one side. So 15 minus 41, 27a minus a. So the value of a is minus 1. This is your answer. Next question was question number 22. Question number 22 we have to simplify 2x plus 5y whole cube minus 2x plus 5y whole cube. So students, we have to solve this question. So students, a minus b whole cube, a plus b whole cube. We know the identity a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube also. Now I am solving with this identity. You can solve with another identity. You remember by what identity? You know a cube minus b cube identity, which is a minus b and a square plus ab plus b plus b square. So students, you can solve this question with two different identities. I am following this identity. So a minus b whole cube minus b cube minus 3ab and bracket a minus b. Second one, a plus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab, a plus b. Now we will open this bracket and change all the sign because of minus sign is present in the front of this bracket. After changing the sign, this will cancel out each other because they both are common with the different sign. Now add them, minus 5y whole cube minus 5y whole cube, they both two times are present, so minus 2 5y whole cube. 30xy are common, we will take them as common, so the 2x minus y and 2x plus 5y will present here. After this, minus 2 into 125y cube minus 30xy into 4x. So students, which is equal to minus 250y. After taking common, and now we will solve these two brackets, then it become minus 250y cube minus 120x square y. So this is your answer for question number 22. Now question number 23. Question number 23 was, question number 23 was, if a, b, c are all non-zero and a plus b plus c is equal to 0, prove that a square upon bc plus b square upon ca plus c square upon ab is equal to 3. So students, this is your question number 23. We know, because of this question, we know 8th identity will be applicable here. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, which is equal to a plus b plus c, and second bracket a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So students, it is given that a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So students, we will put the value here, which is equal to 0, and then multiply with the second bracket. When we will multiply 0 with this bracket, the complete number equal to 0. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equal to 0. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube upon abc is equal to 3abc divided by 3abc. Cancel out each other. So if it is present in the division, then it means it is present as a denominator in all three parts. So we will separate them. A cube divided by abc, b cube divided by abc, c cube divided by abc is equal to 3. A is cancelled with this 3 and the 2a is remaining. A3 means 3a, a3 means 3a, and then divided by a, which is cancel out with 1a. So the 2a is present here. So a square upon bc, b square upon ac, and c square upon ab is equal to 3. This is your question number 23. Now question number 24. Question number 24 was, if a plus b plus c is equal to 5 and ab plus bc plus ca is equal to 10, then prove that a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to minus 25. Now we have to find the value and prove that a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to minus 25. So we will solve our question. A cube, a plus b plus c whole square, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Now some of the students are thinking that we have to find the value in cubic. Why ma'am is using this identity? So students, let me explain to you. If I will start our question from here. AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC, which is 8th identity, which is equal to A plus B plus C. A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus C. Now we have, according to our question, we have the value of A plus B plus C. And if we will take minus as common, then AB plus BC plus CA also. But what about this A square plus B square plus C square? So first of all, we have to find the value of A square plus B square plus C square. That's why I start your lecture with A plus B plus C whole square. Open this identity. We know two values. A plus B plus C is equal to 5. AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 10. So A plus B plus C whole square is equal to this. Okay. So we will put the value which is equal to 5. So 5 whole square, and which is equal to, after taking 2 as a common, which is equal to 10. We will put both the values, solve them, then A square plus B square is equal to 5. So students, now we will go with our question. We will open this bracket. Now put the values. A plus B plus C is 5. A square plus B square plus C square is also 5. Taking minus as a common. So AB plus BC plus CA is 10. After solving it is minus 5. Multiply that. It is minus 25. So students, we have to prove A cube BQ plus C cube minus 3ABC is equal to minus 25. And we proved it. So with this question, your assignment solution is finished. All question solutions are discussed. So students, hope now you all are get the answers of your all queries. So today's maths homework is do correction in your answers. So students, I know it very well that you done all the questions, but now you have to do all necessary correction in your answers. So students, with this point, your lecture is finished now. For more videos, you have to subscribe at Quack channel and like the videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.